Obviously, the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They'll drop the throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, here's Drew Butler in punt formation. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires Fires one, but incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes a field goal unit for the Bills, led by Dan Carpenter. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
No, I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hard throw, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down. Here's Drew Butler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Watkins alone on the left side. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to throw. Finds nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Time to step aside. Back to Buffalo after this. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Back there in Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll take it at the 42. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to throw now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Over. Watching now, Barney.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A gain of 6 there on first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Check, Patriots. Green, now look at 56. Come on now.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw here. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Looking to throw, surveying the field, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. 3-19. 3-19. Now look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And his kick is good. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
All right, here we go.
In motion, Gronkowski. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They go, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Steve Longa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Time running out here on the play clock. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Not that time for Watkins, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they had the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And this is going to be incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Drew Butler now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken at around the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. Green. Leopard.
They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 2nd down sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. They'll get 9 yards yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green 30! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Here we go now!
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go now!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So a pressure kick here for Dan Carpenter. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down, New England. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the back goes into motion. Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Finding time. And he rifles one incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Pats, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.